Hello, so today I'm going to be seeding the hot peppers that will go out in the field. That's why I've waited till now because they should be going out probably mid-May out into the field. So that it gives me about 6-7 weeks or so before we put them out. And by then the frost should be over and they should be safe out there. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I have quite a few different varieties that we're going to try this year. We have 4 different hot ones called Altiplano. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing them correctly. That's a hot variety. We have Melena. We have Baron, which is another hot. We have Red Ember. So we have 4 hot ones, and then we have 2 sweet ones I'm going to try, Mellow Star and Carmen. So I'm going to seed them out. I'm only going to do about 12 of each because I just want to do one long field in the field. One long row, sorry, in the field, and that should be it. The other thing I'll be seeding today is some eggplant. This will be the first time we plant that, so we'll see how that goes. And if the sales are good, then we will do that again next year. If not, then we will not do it next year. But now I'm just going to seed the trays. We did get a new mix. We got this one called Pro Mix, and Ed will tell you when he does the video where it came from. I think it's masked, but I'm not positive. And it's much better than the one we previously were using. As you can see, I'm going to flip this around. Sorry about that. You can see there's not that much large sticks in the other one. Literally, I'd be picking out sticks all the time. And I don't see that much in here. I think this is much better quality than the other one that we were using. But let me go ahead and start filling these out. I'm going to do all the hot peppers in this tray and 2 sweet peppers. Like I said, I'm only going to do 12 of each. And then I'm going to do the eggplants in this one. And this is 50. And that should be enough for this year's trial. So I'm just going to fill up this tray. This will take me a while. And usually after I fill it up, I actually pound it down a little bit so that everything can settle down. And this particular tray has openings between each well to let air go in, and that's supposed to keep the roots from going out of the well. It's supposed to make it a more compact seedling. So dirt goes in there, and that's a waste of dirt. So usually after I pound them out, I get all that dirt from those in between little wells. All right, so I finished putting all the seeds in the tray, and right now they're just on top. The pepper seeds should be about a 1/4 inch deep, so I will just kind of squish them in a little bit, and then I will add a little bit more dirt to the top of them so that they're about a 1/4 inch deep. But the other thing is labeling this tray. Since I have 6 different types of peppers, I need to make sure what's what. And so what I did, I used to put the little plastic stakes in the front, and they would always, and I would use a Sharpie to put what it was, but they would fade in the summer, and then I would have no idea. So I saw this on, gosh, what is it? Their channel. It'll come to me. But she puts masking tape in the front, and then she labels them. So this pot, as I put, these are all hot up to here, and then these are sweet. And then every 2 rows, this is Ember, Baron, Melena, Altiplano, and those are all hot. And then Mellow Star and Carmen is sweet. So I know what's in each tray. I cannot think of the name of the channel, but if I remember, I will shout it out. And right now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more dirt on top of everything, just to cover those seeds about 1/4 inch. Not too much. And then I will put them on hot pad, because the peppers do like to be a little bit warmer, and they do take sometimes a while to germinate. I find that sometimes it'll take maybe 4 or 5 days, if not up to a week, to germinate for peppers. I don't know about the hot peppers. I've never really taken any notice of that, but the regular bell peppers always take about a week. I need to get more dirt, but I will cover the rest of those and go put them over there in the heat mat so they can get all nice and cozy and start germinating. And I will put water on the bottom of my tray. Like I said before, I like to water the seed trays from the bottom as to not disturb the seeds on top, or even the little sprouting. Oops, I pulled that one out with my moist finger. Or even disturb the little seedlings when they're just starting to germinate. So I always water from the bottom. All right, so I have the seedlings, not the seedlings, the seeded trays in the thing here, and I have some of them on heat mats. These down here, I have. These are the sweet and the hot peppers I planted today. Then I have other things such as kale and zucchini and acorn, and I have summer squash. What else do I have? Yeah, that's more squash and more zucchini.
Hello?
Hello.
There you are.
Yep.
I got Maddie out, but ain't seen her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I put those up there, and I put the heat mats, and I have those 6 on there.
Delia is going to plant some dill, and I am going to try to move some dirt along the edge of the building, kind of get that water draining away a little bit more. We'll see if I can. But I'm going to grab the tiller. We are officially in a high wind advisory. You know, the high tunnels, when we first built them, I can't believe how well they've held up with every spring we're going to receive 20-mile-an-hour sustained winds, 15 to 25, and we're going to have gusts up to 50 mile an hour. That's Kansas, and it's a little higher winds in western Kansas, so I don't want to undersell those guys. They work very hard to hold on to what they got. We got a little more rain showing up here on this concrete, but I'm amazed at the power of pounding in a post and it not blowing away by getting it down 3 foot. So we've had winds as high as 70 miles an hour, and they're still going. So I'm gonna get the tiller going, and Delia is going to go ahead and plant some garden seeds. So I'll show you here real quick what I'm getting ready to do. I've already kind of showed it to you the other day, but we'll see what I can do to kind of pull some dirt up away from the building, and or to get the water draining away from the building a little bit. This is the spot that we mulched the other day, and that water wants to sit right here. It wants to sit. So I'm gonna run this garden tiller along this edge and try to get rid of this hump and get some dirt over it. I'm just gonna put it on top of my plastic there. It ain't gonna hurt anything, and we'll see what we can do. And we gotta, with that machine the other day, this kind of creates a ditch if I can get the water moved over.
Good morning, everyone. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant dill. We want to plant at least 1 row out in the field, but I want to start them indoors. They're very tiny seeds, and the problem we had last year was I planted them, planted them out in the field, and then we got a torrential downpour, and it just pretty much washed away every single seed that I planted. And who knows where they went to? Who knows if any of them germinated? So this year, I'm starting them indoors. And then once they're big enough, we'll plant them outdoors once most of that spring torrential storms stop. This is Dill Ducat, I think that's how you pronounce it, from Harris. So I'm probably gonna be doing 2 trays, because like I said, we are doing it 1 entire row out in the field. So that's about 300 seeds. I think this is 156, so a little bit more than 300. But that's how I'll be doing now. And like usual, I need to put moisture in my dirt. So because the potting mix is very, very dry, so I need to incorporate that in, and then I will put them in the wells. And the seeds are tiny. When I start doing that, I will show you the seed, how small they are. Let me put some more in here. So right now I'm going to fill the tray up. I got enough moisture in the soil. I don't like it too soppy, but you want it moist enough that the seeds are going to start picking up the moisture off the soil. And once I'm done, I will put more water at the bottom of the tray. So pretty much I just kind of smush it in, and then I go back and I kind of push on each well, because you'll see that the ones in the center, they get more smooshing in, so they get more soil. But the ones out here, once you poke it in, it's only like half full. What I was saying before the camera stopped is that this is a new potting mix that we got this year, and I like it better than the ones from previous years. Hello, Whitey. That's our other dog. It doesn't have as many big sticks as the one last year, the ones that we previously purchased. It has a few, but they're very small. My one dog is panicking because we have storms coming in, and she's very sensitive to the storms. She can tell, like literally we won't even hear about it in the news, and she's already at my feet, complaining about it and shivering and panicking. So she did not want to stay up at the house because she does not like to be alone. But down here she's panicking even more because she can sense it, I guess, more. So here's a seed. I'll put some in my hand. They smell really good. I don't know if you can see it from there how tiny these things are. And they're very tiny, very thin, very flyaway. I should have worn my better glasses to do this because I can barely see them. So you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up and get my other set of glasses. All right. So I went up to get my other set of glasses so I can see these seeds a little better. They are so tiny, and I can clearly see them. So it'll be much better. That's a problem when you get old. I'm actually going to put 2 per well. So let me get through this as quickly as I can. And then I'm also going to do a tray of lettuce today. I have one done already, but they're probably going to go into the tomato high tunnel between the tomato plants. I can't even see where the other one fell. And but I only did like 75 heads because I just don't think it's smart enough to do any more than that. I mean, we're a small production here, so I'm going to do another tray so that we don't have them all emerging at the same time and that kind of stuff.
Well, I know it's windy, but I went ahead and I got this area kind of dug out. Got a little bit of a ditch over here right now. I pulled the dirt up along the side of the building to kind of help pull it away. Just got to pack some of this in that I haven't got packed because I was worried that the storm is getting pretty bad out here. But anyway, and I'll have to clean this area up as well. But we do have problems. If you see, that hill is higher than this. So a lot of this water over here, it's just doing what water has to do. It's coming off the hill and it heads this way. So anyway, Delia and I, we've been slowly making our way around here, you know, and we kind of did a little bit of a ditch digging. I'll do more on another time, but it has to be, that was kind of an emergency last year. But anyway, yeah, pulling this dirt. There's old white dog. See, he'll go right down the new ditch. And Maddie, she couldn't handle it. That's a little bit too much pressure for her.
So I've got 2 seeds in every well, and the little packet says seeding depth 1/4 to 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to push them in a little bit, and then I will put more dirt on top so that they're in. And also it said that that light was germination light required dark. So it does not need to, because some plants need the light on them while they're germinating. There's some plants that don't want any dirt on top of them. I know I had one like that last year. That's why I constantly read the little envelope, because I don't remember which one said it did not need any dirt on top of it. These say 1/4 to 1/2 inch. So like I said, I'm just pushing them out a little bit, and then I will add some dirt on top, so that will get them to about the 1/4 inch or so. I just gotta make sure that I press them all in. Okay, I think I got dirt in all of them. So let me go put this one in the other room, and I will make 1 tray of lettuce. I'm heading out here we're getting some rain. Right now we've gotten about a 1/10 of an inch of rain. I know that's not a lot, but for those of you who don't have a greenhouse, 1/10 of an inch of rain covering 1/10 of an acre does add up with some moisture. And I'm just wanting to see where the water is. And you can see that it's down there. I don't have anything pooling right here. It's kind of wanting to pool down there on the far end. I'm gonna walk around because I ain't gonna get muddy. But I can see over here, there's the high tunnel there. Let's look and see where I gotta make a change at. But it's not going into the building, that's for sure, because the water's lower than that. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. The water is coming down. That's very good. Yeah, a little victory here on the Snyder place. Nice, you can see the water moving. All right, so we're putting in onions and using the plastic. So I noticed that the soil underneath of the plastic was really, really bone dry. So we've been really running the water for quite a while. Several hours. I'm hoping that it's going to be a little more moist. I'm going to show you, this is an idea from my brother-in-law, Mike Rogie, and I'll show you a way to punch holes, and you know, just to get it fairly close, and that is 4 bolts in a line, and there's the holes, and then of course I'm going to go from there and plant. But I'll show you basically how this works. It's not hard. The first thing I do, and I do feel a lot more moisture, so I feel a lot more confident, but the first thing I do, and I've already done it down here, but I find a hole that I've already been in, and I just kind of go down I just kind of push the bolts through there. And then from this side, as I move down, and I just ballpark it, but these are evenly divided to more or less get it on each side of our tunnel, of our water line. What a beautiful day! You know, I thought it'd be oh, look at all the geese out there in the pond. Oh, they came back. Yay.
Yeah.
All the babies.
Eat all the grass. You look at them, look like minnows running around out there. Anyway, we got ahead, and what's that black piece right there, Delia?
Oh, it's from my pocket. It's what we
it's some of the stuff?
We cut off from the other.
Okay. Well, anyway, I tell you guys, I thought it was going to be a lot more difficult for us to go by hand and to poke holes to make it look uniform and to have it right for the drip lines. Not the case. That little piece of, what is that, poly?
It's acrylic
Acrylic. It's an acrylic ruler.
for my long arm machine.
Yeah. So I said to Delia, I said,
don't use it, so.
I said, do you even use it? She says no. And my brother-in-law Mike, he said, go ahead and, you know, just have something like a board and stick some holes in it and put some bolts through it. And the reason I wanted to do acrylic is obviously I can see through the acrylic to know where my holes are. I'm not kind of blinded by plywood or whatever. But no, I mean, these here have been sitting here a way too long. When did we get these, Delia? A week ago? 10 days?
About 10 days.
So, I mean, we're really behind on this. We got the blackberries. We have avoided the frost to this point, so we've done our part there. And honestly, I think this is the best shape that our onions have ever been in regards to the beds being done and the plastic and all that. So, all right, we'll get going. We have a lot more to do tomorrow. Oh, white dog. Oh, white dog's all happy, rolling around in the old hen bit. Dandelions. Yeah, you're such a good boy. Such a good boy, you old coyote fighter. Delia's in there watering the plants in there, so we dropped the curtain down a little bit. So we got that going. How they look, Delia? Look good? Look good? Good. All right, heading out here to the... Got more cabbage. Well, we got... What we found, and this is a good thing, this is our first year trying it here. Delia, by the way, got all of this cabbage planted yesterday. That was another win for us. I neglected to say so, but she certainly did work awfully hard. But we have more cabbage, so that'll go out into the field and get that put in. I think everything went pretty well. So what I did last night, after we have all of these superstar white onions planted last night, and there's the geese, the parent geese came out here. They were honking at me earlier. But we have all the superstar planted. That's enough of that. And now I'm going to go through here, punch holes, but I actually soaked, it's called red candy. And so we soaked them overnight because again, they're drying out. But they're much smaller, always a smaller onion, red candy. So I'm gonna go through here and just get ahead of us and start poking holes in the fabric here and get ahead of us so we can go actually plant a little faster. Well, our neighbor Brent's bulls are out here. Right now he's using it as a bull pasture. Later on he'll move them around and get them, let the cows on in here, but they're taking advantage of some of this nice young growth. Didn't really get a lot of rain last year to, you know, leave a lot of grass. So certainly this pasture doesn't need burn this year. That's just the way it is. Delia just planted the last one of row 1. So we're in much better shape than we were yesterday. Look how muddy she is. She's like a little elf right now with her things, and got her mat with her. But anyway, we're getting ready to go start. We're going to start on row 2. Don't have a lot of red candy left. Got less than half of what we started, and then we move on to the Texas Sweet, and we're going to go cook our get our ham in the oven and that type of thing. We'll quit early today and stuff, but we have all these onions, but we soaked them in water overnight because ours were actually pretty dry because it sat here for 10 days, right? I mean, it's more or less kind of what had happened, but anyway, looks pretty good. Our first row of the year.